So how long has it been since our last episode?
I don't know. Been a while.
August. Because I went to Cancun.
It's October.
Ooh, yeah, it is October.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do your introduction. Go ahead.
I did do it.
No, it's not in this one.
Welcome to Let Me Think Podcast. I'm your host, David Garvin, aka DJ. My lovely co-host. Right, you're a wildin', man.
Mel, I think you usually say my name.
No, I don't.
No,
I
I
let you
said my
introduce yourself.
name. Have you?
Yes.
Did I Mel? Melanie?
No, man. I don't know. I forgot what you said. That's how long it's
Hey
been.
y'all, it's been a while.
So we keeping that part in?
Sure, why not? So I want y'all to know that this is a real moment right now. You know how you be with your partner and y'all get a little salty towards each other? This is the vibes right now, right? Why are you laughing?
Because you're funny.
I'm funny.
Yeah, you are.
Anywho, but yes. So the last episode we left off was episode 4. And we agreed this would not be a new episode, but a check-in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a check-in. So it's been a while, because life is life. Life has been lifing.
Facts.
We've been a little busy with work, with the kiddos, companies, with one another. Although we haven't been doing the podcast, like recording episodes, we still have been dating and spending time, which of course is super important. Mm-hmm. So we're still alive and well. We just busy.
Mm-hmm. She makes me mad, y'all.
We're getting through this. we are getting through this. It's not funny.
It is funny.
No, it's not.
It is.
What's so funny?
Because
of what?
You raised all that, so we didn't put this up in the episode, and then you won't put this up in the episode.
Don't you just gotta love each other, right? Gosh. Matter of fact, I mean, it's not gonna be an episode, but I was thinking about this. You know, like when you're dating someone, you know, you first start out dating, it's all good. It's all bubbles and kicks and gumdrops. Rainbows and sunflowers. And then, you know what I'm saying? The months go on, and then you get to learn each other a little bit better each time. You're like, you're a little annoying. You're a little annoying as well, right? However, this time around, it's like when you're learning somebody and you're trying to understand them on like a different level, even like the stuff that is annoying. How do you describe this? It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like you have to gather your like emotions to like get over the hump. Because although you annoy me sometimes, your character and all that stuff, it's not opposed, or it doesn't clash with my being. I'm trying to put that in words. How do I put that in words, man?
I mean, you kind of said it.
Did I?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, the feeling that you are saying, there are other women out there that probably feel the same way about their partners. You feel me? And I'm sure there's other men that feel the same way I feel sometimes.
You didn't have to do
that. But I mean, it's life. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all see, he got his arms folded and everything. Isn't this a non-verbal cue?
But I'm being verbal though. You feel me?
I say, babe, when he be like this all the time, like, why do you have your arms folded? It's very in therapy we talk about this. It's not an inviting stance. It'd be like this. Like,
Sometimes I don't want to be invited to the party.
so you want me invited to the party right now?
I ain't saying it. I'm here.
What are you saying?
I'm here. I took the invitation. But I took the invitation. However, I mean, it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you grow and as you, like you say, get to know each other more, get to learn each other more. You learn all, everything from the way someone eats to
The little quirks that make that person that person.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So all of that. Instead of everyone wanting to do something or not do something, it just happens. You know what I mean? But it doesn't stop you from it. Doesn't.
It shouldn't.
Well, yeah, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't in most cases stop you from
Loving the person,
liking.
Legit. Like what? Like if we broke out the last like 20-minute timeline, right? After I got out of the shower and everything like that, like I threw you on the bed, kissed on you, da da da.
Bruh.
What?
He didn't throw me on the bed. I had clothes on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you said it like
Oh.
threw me on the bed.
Whatever, man. I threw you on the bed and I kissed on you. And then we came downstairs to do the podcast. And then in the middle, setting up for the podcast. It was a little annoying. You know, I didn't want to move. She wanted to move. So, you know, you wanted things how you wanted your thing.
Get a little, you become a baby Pop-Tart.
I mean, I didn't feel like moving.
But what you end up doing? Moving the couch.
I did. Cause someone over here
Oh,
complained about it.
That's all you have to do from the very beginning. You know, somebody like just asks, just, you know what I'm saying, just do it, just go ahead. Was it gonna hurt? Was it gonna harm you?
No, but I didn't feel like
Was
moving.
it?
So I didn't feel like moving the couch because one, I just got out of the shower. That was one. But I had already cooked for 2 hours, put up all the dishes, wash the dishes, put up all the dishes to make your life easier. So I just wanted to do a podcast and just be able to chill out with you and do the podcast and let the people know that we've been busy.
And that we're still alive.
That's
Don't do
it.
that though. Don't act like I wouldn't wash the dishes.
I didn't say that you wouldn't. I just said I just told you what I did, which contributed to why I did not want to move the couch. That's all I said. Nobody said anything. You usually wash the dishes after I cook. You took care of Mav, and that was that. Nobody complained about that. I just said that's why I didn't want to move the couch.
Okay.
That's all. I love you though.
I love you too.
You're my sunshine, my little sunshine. You make me happy.
Okay.
Skies are great.
Anywho, so like we said at the beginning, this is just a check-in. Y'all clearly are getting us very raw right now. For this little segment. But we do plan to do more episodes in the future. We would love for y'all, you know, like when we pick topics and stuff for our episodes, we would love if y'all chime in to say like maybe what y'all would want to hear us talk about. I think for the future episodes, I mean, we definitely have stuff that we're going through that we can, or that we plan to talk about.
You're so specific. You want to talk about? Dang. What we going through that we can talk about?
I mean, we ain't going through. We just going through life. We living life out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. It's tough out here in these streets.
Not our relationship. Just like trying
just life. Like as I said, life be life in balance. The fall.
It's a whole lot that we just doing in reality. Like let me stop playing. Like let me stop playing. I'm gonna be serious with y'all.
You gonna be serious?
I'm gonna be serious. I promise.
Go ahead.
All right. So it's a whole lot that we just got going on. You know what I'm saying? When you really think about it, as for me as a man, and I'm pretty sure a lot of men can kind of talk to this part of it, is that like when you as a man and when you're trying to make sure that you're being what you're supposed to be in leading a unit, it becomes, I wouldn't say overwhelming at all, because it's what we're designed to do as men, or what you're supposed to be designed to do. as men. But however, like for me, with being an entrepreneur, with also working a full-time job, work 2 full-time jobs at that actually. One of them I kind of slack sometimes, but and just building and making sure that we can make some of the moves we want to make in the future, financially and then business wise. Um, it takes a lot of time, a lot of space, and then as far as with Mel, with her trying to find balance in her own life as well.
See, that's gonna be a whole episode of. You sent me that clip earlier for like women. I'm not saying that men don't do, like you just said, men do a lot as well. And we were talking the other day about how men and women, I feel like we just handle daily life different. Where I feel like men, y'all are more factual and logical and y'all are just. Where most, not all, but most women, we operate from an emotional space, that emotional energy. And it's like we're giving energy and emotions to little human beings, to men, to goals that we have, like our jobs and stuff like that. And I think we approach it from an emotional standpoint, and it's so draining. Like I feel like I'll just be so tired. So he said he got like the 2 jobs, he's an entrepreneur, kids. He's a great dad and all that. And then with a man, the responsibility that a man has to do. And then I just feel like I'm not in the same exact boat, but I have 2 jobs. I have 3 kids. And then it's like trying to do all the kid stuff, the activities, working, and then you still have to have time to try to process and like handle your own emotions and release your own emotions. And then also trying to figure out like, the dynamic of building a relationship.
Yeah,
it's tiring. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's tough. And I mean, as a man, I think, like you said, we'll go to a different episode, but I think as a man, we understand and we get it, but I think, however, because we also have the same pressures and everything, or for the world, how the world looks at us as men, how we don't get the chance to really be emotional or have time to kind of just lack, or not saying that women lack at all, but kind of just be able to have that what's it called, grace a lot of times. Like I think women get a lot of grace, and I think most men would think women get more grace in society than men do when it comes to showing up.
I think women get a lot of grace, but I also feel that women, we are responsible, or duties are just placed upon us. No, and men have duties. Men have like to provide, etc., etc. But I guess in my mind, it's like the example of if it was a show. You got like the people on the stage, or just like a business. It's so much that happens in the background and the operation and the little bitty things that allow the big thing to happen. That's how I feel like sometimes, not all the time, the man and woman dynamic is.
Yeah.
On a daily basis.
Yeah.
Because that thing I told you about, remember when you eat at Five Guys? And I was like, if you're not right, everything else under you isn't right. But then I was like, if I'm not right, I'm the one in a sense like trying to hold you up or give you that support. So if I'm not right, then how are you gonna get supported? And so it's like, and then it just gives responsibility of I need to be right so that you can be right.
Right, but then it gives us more responsibility as man to make sure you are right. So it's like we gotta.
It's tiring.
It is, because it really comes down, and as men, that's what it's hard for us to understand, because it's like say you're trying to
just turn into like a whole
episode, right? It's crazy.
We're not gonna go long, but clearly we just had to get this out.
Right, it's like trying to hang a picture, but also keep a wobbling chair at the same time steady while you're trying to hang a picture while banging a nail in the wall. So it's like it's tough for us. We understand what women go through, but I think it's hard for us to also fully process and then also provide and also all that. Like it's a lot. Like it's a lot for y'all. It's just a lot for us.
I think it's so a lot for y'all too. Like how you just said, to process all that, because I feel like y'all don't be coming from the emotional side.
Right.
Instead of releasing it or talking, most men don't talk. Y'all just hold it in.
Well, you gotta think about most men hold it in. We're used to either growing up to be told that we can't be emotional, or women that we talk to or date, they
say it's too emotional.
It's too emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like you have all these different factors that make you become a shell, and then everybody wonder like, oh, why men feel the way that they feel.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot of the time. Like, granted, in our relationship, it's probably the most emotional I've been able to be, and be able to speak. But I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I still have my moments where it's tough for me to talk or say something because, hey, one, I don't want to offend you. Two, I don't want to make you more emotional because if you feel, I don't want you to feel lack of. It's not because it's. I think with men we want to express, but it's like us expressing doesn't mean that you're lacking. It just means that this is how we feel, but it doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong necessarily.
I mean, I joke with you all the time. When you'll tell me something, I'll be like, oh my God, babe, does that mean I'm so... Does that mean I'm not good? Not saying I'm not good enough. I be joking with you. You be like, no, that doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. But I'm joking. But of course that emotion can be there. But then to be able to talk through it, and you're just being honest, and I always want honesty and the truth. I'd rather have that than somebody like, well, why would we want such a thing?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you know me, I ain't gonna lie. I might be quiet, but I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. And when I tell the truth, I'm gonna tell the truth.
You're actually not that bad though.
Nah, I mean
you're direct, but I like I do like direct.
I'm not disrespectful direct. That's why.
No.
I'm very direct on how I feel about things, but also you made a safe space for me to be able to talk about things. You know, like sometimes I don't say them, but it's like because I'm processing. Because I got to process not only for me, but also I got to process for you to make sure that I'm processing properly so that you can receive it properly. We talked about another episode. Like, as a man, you got to know how to talk to your woman properly.
See, we're going to come with episodes. I promise. After the fall, or this little time period,
yeah,
we definitely got topics to talk about. So we're gonna reel this back in a little bit.
Yeah.
Now something that we are going to incorporate in the episodes going forward on our social media, on our IG, Let Me Think Podcast. Y'all are able to
Podcast with a K.
Podcast with a K. Like, ask us questions that we'll answer on our episode. So we'll answer 1 or 2 questions on each of the episodes. So like, for instance, I put it on there today and we got 1 question.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. So
ask the same question about twice.
This person did ask the same question twice. So we're going to say the question, we'll answer it, and like I said, we'll just kind of do this going forward.
You want to answer right now? You gonna say it right now?
Yeah. So the question, I'm just gonna sum the question up. This person asks, how do you basically convince your partner to do poly?
You don't. You said convince, right?
Basically, I feel like that's what. How do you get your partner to want to do poly or go along with poly?
You don't. You pick the partner before you.
So I was gonna say this. So in regards to this question, we don't do poly.
Nah.
This particular relationship does not.
I'm playing. Chill.
No, you chill.
Chill. You know, I'm playing.
Okay. Anyways. But nah, this relationship does not. We don't do poly. Stop. We don't do poly over here. Okay.
Nah, she ain't having it.
I'm not built.
She ain't built like that.
I'm not.
I ain't been like that.
No,
either.
I don't knock anybody who does it. If that's your thing,
right.
That's your thing.
Man, what did I say? What did I say about poly? Why I don't do poly?
It's probably the same reason I don't do poly. I don't know who has the time and energy to be giving to more than one person, because one person, not just speaking on him.
I'm not. Two of me would be too much.
Chill.
What you about to say?
One person.
Feelings mutual.
Yes, thank you. One person to like learn them is a lot. You want to have 2 or 3?
I love you.
I love you too. Why would you want to do that? Like, why?
Nah, that energy. That energy in itself is just too much. But to answer the question, you don't convince your partner. You don't try to get your partner to do poly. You choose that person before they become your partner. You
choose a person who also would like to have that particular lifestyle. Don't try to force. Don't try to persuade. Don't get forced. Do not get persuaded to do something that does not sit well with you at your core as a person, because all that is going to do is create problems. Right.
And make sure it's what you want too. Like,
yeah, don't just be like, oh, I want to do poly, just do poly. Because
like, you got to have a whole reason. Like, I got a homeboy, and he doesn't do poly, but I guess, what do we call poly? I don't know. However, he does want more than one wife. But he has a whole different, like, spiritual / like, religious reason for it, right? Mm-hmm. So he knows, like, he has a whole setup, and he was able to have that conversation in the beginning of like his establishing his relationship. So it's like you have to establish a relationship with whoever you are interested in and see if that's what they want to do. Right. If that's what they want to do, then boom, y'all good. Y'all on the same page. You know, at that point now, you know, that person or you know, y'all went into that situation together, and then don't just trick somebody and say, yeah, I want to do it because you want to be with somebody, and then be like, oh, nah. Like, that ain't...
It's not going to end well.
It's not going to end well at all. Because you're going to end up poly regardless. Like, you try to trick somebody, you're going to end up poly regardless. Whether you know, whether it's unknowingly.
You know or not.
Exactly. So...
Nobody wants those problems.
Nobody wants those problems at all. So
yeah, so that answers that question. I hope.
Yeah.
That you got your answer, person. Watching this episode.
He the homie, though. He the homie.
But yeah, so again, send those questions to us. Y'all can still DM us anytime. Yeah. We always like to answer.
And we'll create content questions while we're, trying to figure it out and we got things going. You know, we're still gonna post. We're both using the Instagram, so she'll post stuff about me, I post stuff about her, and we usually let y'all know who's posting what. But yeah, so we're still available or accessible. It's just that but it's
just
that,
busy.
Yeah, to sit down and record right now.
The tribe is tribing.
Exactly.
The tribe is tribing right.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I still love him.
Yeah,
love you, love.
And you see how it goes. You know what I mean? Like, we were salty in the beginning of this episode. Salty. I love
Pop-Tart.
Exactly.
You were a Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Oh, you saying yes? You were a Pop-Tart.
I mean, I wouldn't say I was gonna say a Pop-Tart. I mean, I just felt my way. I wouldn't say a Pop-Tart. Like, that's all. But we gotta move the couches back though, don't we? I don't even think we have to move the couches back. Nobody even come down here.
Chill. All right. Well, good people. Until next time. Until the next episode. Y'all stay blessed.
Dr. Dre.
What? Oh yeah. I didn't think about that. That was a good reference, wasn't it? Yeah. We were there.
Yeah, we always are. Twin.
My church is a twin, and you know that we like it. Okay. I'm sorry. I just had to do that.
All right, y'all. Y'all be easy. Appreciate y'all for coming to thank you. Well, I said thank you. Let Me Think podcast.
See, it's time to go to sleep. We tired.
Yeah, y'all be easy. Peace.